Today I just want to be vulnerable. This past week I have been going through a lot of emotional things, a lot of high emotions, low emotions, the fear and the doubt in myself, because I want to be this YouTuber. That's my dream, is to just be a content creator in general. I've been so inconsistent. I have not been willing to put in the work 100%, which I should. And I heard a quote that said, "You're not tired for giving it your all. You're tired for feeling like you should be giving more." And that really stuck with me. This past week, if you guys are in my little small community that comes back and watches my videos, which I know some of you are, and I greatly appreciate you for that. I have not been posting this week. I have not posted at all this week. Last week I barely posted. So I have been very, very inconsistent. I have been feeling like my content isn't good enough. I've been feeling the burnout of putting things out and not getting any results from it. And I'm not gonna give up, because I'm not gonna give up on this dream. I know that I'm gonna make it. The burnout is definitely there though. I'm going through a lot, thinking to myself like, I want to quit. I've had that thought over and over and over again. I'm not gonna quit, but I've definitely had that thought. I've had a lot of anxiety with it, and it's just been a lot for me to handle. And I think that the problem that I'm having right now is a lot of problems that normal people have, especially when trying to start something like a business or starting to become a content creator or whatever it is, whether it be wanting to be a professional athlete, wanting to be an artist, whatever it may be, just an entrepreneur in general. You have a lot of self-doubt, and you have a lot of, what if this doesn't work out? What if I waste my time? What if? And that's all you think about, is the what ifs, right? You're thinking about the future. You're worried about the future, You're worried about, what if I didn't do the right things in the past? You're always worried about that. And I think a lot of us just need to take a breath and look at where we are. Look at how far we've made it. Look at how much we have gotten from it. Look how much we already have. And you might not think that it's a lot, but you have to remember that the things that you have, there's always somebody that does not have that and is wishing where you are. They are wishing to be where you are. They want to be in your position. And I think that is a crucial point that we all need to realize, is that it could always be worse. It could always be worse. We take a lot of things for granted. If you have a roof over your head, you don't have to sleep outside. It's about to be winter. You don't have to sleep outside in 30-degree weather as it's snowing and windy and having to sleep on the curb. You're not having to do that. You get to eat a warm meal. Maybe money is tight, but at least you have money to pay for electricity or food, a home, a car. You're lucky enough to make money, to have a job. There are things that you should be grateful for, and I think a lot of us take that stuff for granted. And I think that's one thing that we all need to do, to just take a deep breath and look at where you already are. You already have made it in somebody else's dream spot. Another thing that is, maybe whatever you're doing right now is a waste of time. Maybe YouTube will be a waste of time for me. Maybe I don't become a YouTuber, But I think that you have to try to grow as much as you can as a person to be able to get things out of it. If I'm gonna be 100% honest, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I think that you have to be, in order to be successful, you have to be somebody that grows as a person. Somebody that grows in maturity, spiritually, physically, mentally. I think you have to hit points to become successful. I think you do. Or at least that's how I view it in my mind of what success is. So I think that we have to realize how far we've come, how much we already have, and being thankful, and also still trying to grow as much as we can as a person, as a human being. Over this past week, I've had to ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I still doing this YouTube stuff? And I think that's something that everybody should ask themselves, why they are doing something. And I really think you should go deep as you can with it. And I had to ask myself that. And my why was to be an inspiration, to inspire kids, because I was inspired when I was little to be able to do whatever I wanted in this world, and I want to be able to do that for people. So I think that you have to ask yourself why you're doing the things that you're doing, to remind yourself to keep going and to grow. And just remember, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you're from, I don't care what you've done. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You're an incredible person. You are amazing. You are one of a kind. Stay humble, talk to God, and go chase your dreams. Achieve them. Do it. You got this. You may not believe in yourself, but I believe in you. You got this. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Peace.